Hello, my name is Emma Collette and I'm here today to talk to you about the Australian sea lion. The Australian sea lion belongs to a group of animals known as pinnipeds, pinniped being a Latin word which means winged foot. Within the group pinnipeds falls three families. The Australian sea lion belongs to the family Ataridae, which contains fur seals and sea lions, and they are commonly referred to as eared seals due to their external cartilaginous membranes around their ears, which other seals do not possess. Other features which foetid seals do not possess, which atarids do, is the forward-facing hind flipper. This aids the foreflippers in locomotion on land. They also have a large bulky muscle mass around their shoulder region. This aids the foreflippers with great power when powering through the water to avoid predators and chase prey. Prior to the 19th century, the Australian sea lion was abundant throughout the south coast of Australia, but due to heavy commercial sealing for their fur, their population has severely decreased, and they are now restricted to small genetically isolated populations from the east of Kangaroo Island in South Australia through to lower Western Australia. There are many features when identifying a male and female sea lion. The Australian sea lion, where its name originates, comes from the large bushy mane found on the male sea lion. He is a lot larger than the female and has a dark chocolate fur. The female, about half the size of a male sea lion, has a bluey-grey fur. She has a white chest and she is a lot smaller and sleeker than the male sea lion. Despite conservation efforts and being protected under the Conservation Act, the Australian sea lion still has many risks to its survival. The Australian sea lion is highly susceptible to becoming entangled in floating nets and fishing line, predation by the great white shark, being struck by boats and jet skis, pollution, human disturbance, and unsustainable fishing. Unsustainable fishing is a major threat to the Australian sea lion. This is caused when fish stocks are overfished and therefore they cannot reproduce at the rate at which they are taking out. Therefore, the Australian sea lion is being competed out for food. You can help the Australian sea lion and support sustainable fisheries. When shopping for fish, purchase fish with the Marine Stewardship tick of approval. This means that the fish comes from a sustainable stock and that buying this product will not harm the Australian sea lion. If you're unsure of the fish that you are buying and whether or not it's sustainable, you can download the Mini Sustainable Seafood Guide app. This will allow you to type in the name of the seafood of which you are buying, and this app will tell you if the product is sustainable. Please do this. Thank you. Any questions? Ta.